Ah ha 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 ha. My name is Amy too, and welcome back to Talk to Transformer. I know I've been doing this a lot lately, but I like it so much. Okay, I put something in here. Let's see what it comes out with. Okay, that's not good. What? What the heck? Okay. Amy too grew a beard and was completely weirded out because girls aren't supposed to grow beards. Christine later admitted that he went back to his dead little girl persona and refused to hang out with Kate. What? But other girl and her friends eventually found her. Christian realized that his fear of being alone was so scary that he tried to make himself as common as he could. What? Turning his quiet problems and wish to be lonesome into a drinking problem. Christian managed to get his beer started with Kate. In the process, he started having a talk with ... What in the world was that? Okay, again, I forgot to open Notepad previously. Notepad. Last time after okay, did you paste it? You didn't. Because I didn't copy it. Okay, whatever. Here we go. That was a little weird. Last time after I recorded the video, I had such a trouble with getting it transferred to the main file. Moon was driving around the block when what in the what? Moon was driving around the block when one of his chimp buddies stopped out. It's got to be Jack, the animal said as it ran over to Moon's truck. He's the smartest guy I know. Randy Race, author of Genius, The Life of Charles Darwin, spent nearly a decade researching this issue and said Moon's claims could help change how we teach children about evolution. What? It would have a lot of implications for the way in which we teach biology to children. So I felt very much compelled to understand how this big divide could be bridged. What was any of that? I'm not going to say that one because it's not good enough. Okay, let's see. Slater was buying extra RAM for his computer. What? Okay, is it gonna load more or what? It's taking forever on finishing this. How long are you gonna take in finishing the thing? It's not gonna finish it. Yep. Okay. Sutter was buying extra RAM for his computer and using it for games and research. He's like my little brother. I'd help him out with most things he needed, she says. When he joined the cafe, Slater changed the username and password for all accounts to protect them. He then hacked the Wi-Fi on his computer and replaced the default password with something he thought was secure. But after 2 months, the network was still being accessed by another person who worked at the cafe. Slater returned to the cafe to work on a cross. What? So, Slater hacked the Wi-Fi to try to make it more secure. What? Oh boy. Big boy and Buddy were shooting apples that were hanging from an apple tree with their rifles. Okay. Big Boy and Buddy were shooting apples that were hanging from an apple tree with their rifles. They heard a car speeding down the road, so they stopped. As they turned around, the car came out of nowhere and surrounded them. They didn't know what was going on until an older man got out of the car and started shooting. They said that he shot Buddy once, killing him. The other two had just been shot once. They were still nursing their injuries when they learned that a fourth man was also shot. What? The man that was shot was Brian. I thought they were all shot. Okay. They came out of nowhere. The car came out of nowhere and surrounded them, even though it was one car. Okay, let's see. Amy 2 was cleaning the basement when suddenly... Please be... Okay. Okay. What? Amy 2 was cleaning the basement when suddenly she felt someone peering over her shoulder. Then she looked up and saw a massive scaly black snake slithering out of a hole in the roof, and from there swimming all over the house. Advertisement. She immediately grabbed her machete and swung at the monster before it could escape. The snake fell down the chimney, but got stuck. This gave her enough time to run upstairs and into her room, where she found him crouched under her bed. She opened the bedroom door and jumped into the bed. What? Since when does Amy have a machete? A machete? What? How does she have that on hand while cleaning? Okay, let's see. Moon. Moon into the pool. And okay, just go with that. What? Okay. Moon jumped into the pool and iced her red-breasted like a puppy. What? And then began to sing. Her eyes sparkled and her smile was huge. I wondered what she was thinking of. I was not her copy. What was your plan? I shouted. I told you to shoot the man and blow his brains out. Stop it. I have never heard her smile so big and yet so serious. I think we did. I think we did it like this. She shook her head. You're absolutely right, John. I love what you're doing. The title is... No, man. What was any of that? Oh, no! I accidentally pressed the backspace button and it put me back to new tab. Okay, let's see. Slitter was polishing his shotgun. Get right off. Give it a weapon to mess around with. And let me guess, it's fired. What? What in the world? Okay, that's boring. Slater was polishing his shotgun when a strange noise, like a machine gun, violently rocked the vehicle. According to the offended, the sandal-wearing defendant jumped out of the passenger seat, approached the driver's door, and the alleged victim was forced out of the car, reads the offendant. When the son got to the school, he saw the boy he struck being hit on the ground. What? And a second boy who had been shot in the leg. According to the offendant, the first boy told deputies the shooter's in ... I'm not saving that one because it's not good enough. It needs to be better. Buddy was running down the street and jumped over a puddle. Let's see what happens here. Buddy was running down the street and jumped over a puddle. He landed on his back and slid down in the puddle and couldn't feel his legs. As a result, he kicked and punched his way to his feet. He kicked and punched his way to his feet, kicking a can of Coke out of the trash on his way. Advertisement. An African-American youth stepped up to the scene and saw Buddy lying on the ground. He ran to the out-of-control Buddy, brought him to a seat in his squad car, and called for help. A series of CPR attempts. ... What? I like the part where he kicked and punched his way to his feet. Ah! Oh man, this is too funny. Okay. Big boy ordered Buddy to finish work on the spaceship's main computer. Okay. What? That's boring. Okay. Big Boy ordered Buddy to finish work on the spaceship's main computer. Buddy agrees and leaves. They agree to start once night falls. Why? The next day, the Autobots take over... What? The next day, the Autobots take over the Cybertronian ships and put the multi-billion credit lifelines under a giant's mind to ensure that they don't have to ever try to get their hands on these assets again. After destroying the giant's mind, two more, Buddy discovered... Oh, they changed it to the actual word Buddy. Buddy discovers the Starscream has sabotaged the Autobots' ship-based energy grid, forcing them to rely on their third energy. Okay. Amy 2 was fell asleep in front of her computer. What? Okay, I was laughing at this part. What the heck was any of the other stuff? Also, another one. Come on, give me a good one. It's no fun when it's not good. What? Okay, this one's pretty good. Okay. Amy 2 fell asleep in front of her computer. She was suddenly awoken by a strange voice screaming, "Kneel kneel of them!" Whilst leaning over a keyboard, she quickly jumped out of bed and frantically searched for the source. A while later, she came across a random survivor site, unaware that her old ID was hidden inside one of the link's HTML comments. The comment was intended to inform people not to be there while there was one of them around. It led her to a statement which she was about to send when suddenly a young Asian girl was in her face with... What? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Some of this is amazing. Moon was about ready to go to bed when suddenly... Come on, don't do that, okay? What? I'm trying to get a good one. This is weird. Very weird. Uh-huh. Come on. Okay. Moon was about ready to go to bed when suddenly it came to him. His feet moved for a time. He couldn't explain why it moved. He couldn't even see the stars. It looked as if they were rotating as well as the moon, and he tried to take a look, but he could not see anything, only darkness, as if there was no light or light at all. For the next few days, he could only see darkness or darkness towards the horizon. It seemed as if the stars and moon's light were making a space between them, preventing them from hitting. What? 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 I don't understand. What? Is this some kind of crappy, like, fake science or whatever? Computer trying to make up science, failing very highly. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more like this, I've already made more like this. If you have already watched those, subscribe. Because I'll make more. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.